Listen, there are some people that you just cannot be around. You have to excuse yourself from these people because they will try to stick around to see what they can find against you to try and do something harmful to you, especially finding out things about you that they're not supposed to know. I was reading in Luke 11 and 53, and it talks about how Jesus had to excuse himself from those Pharisees. Y'all know how the Pharisees was. They was straight up tripping on Jesus. They was tripping on Yeshua. They was like really trying to lie in wait and on him to do something that was not of God. They wanted to find something wrong with him. They were watching, just like monitoring spirits. I tell you guys about monitoring spirits a lot, but listen, those people, the Pharisees, were actually lying in wait on him to find something wrong about Jesus. And he just excused himself because they became very hostile with him. And there are people in your life that have become very hostile with you because they know that you are the truth. They know that you are connected to the truth. They know that the things that you're doing is truthful. You're not supposed to be doing what they're doing. You're different from them. And with that being said, you have to do like Jesus did. You got to walk away from these fools, especially when they start acting hostile with you. They act very different. And I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but a demon. I'm going to let you know like it is. I'm going to tell you what it is on the strength, for real. That it ain't nothing but a demon. That people will allow the enemy to use them in order for them to sabotage your life so that you won't be able to make it. That you won't live out the purpose of God in your life. See, what they were doing were trying to stop Yeshua from doing what God called him to do. You guys have a purpose. You got to know that you all have a purpose in this life to continue to do what God is calling you to do. You're here to save souls and help people out of this harsh life. And see, what the enemy wants is for these people to look at their life and say, you know, this ain't nothing but, you know, God ain't helped them or God ain't doing nothing. That's what the enemy wants you to think. That's what the enemy wants you to put out there in this world. But we all know that God is only doing a thing so he can actually show himself more stronger than the enemy. See, a lot of you guys are called to be prophets and apostles to warn the people of what the enemy is trying to do, to accuse the brethren. That's all he wants to do, is to accuse the brethren of things that we have not done, to try and see that they can actually put something there to make it look like you did something that you ain't did. Okay? So listen, God is using you because he wants you to change the life of other people around you. So he will use even your family, your closest people around you, to get them to come against you or even watch you. Some of your family members are actually watching you for the enemy and they don't even know it. Some of these people are actually literally just dumbfounded. They don't understand what they're doing. They really don't. Why do you think Yeshua said, forgive them for they know not what they do? Because they didn't know. They didn't really know, because they don't know when the enemy is using them. Some people don't even know when the enemy is actually using them to come against you. Your life is purposeful. You are here to do things that God has called you to do. You're here to do a lot of great things in this life, but God has to show you who your enemies are. Your enemies are within your home. God did not come to bring peace. Y'all hear me? I said God didn't come to bring peace. He came to bring a sword. He came here to bring a sword. So that's mothers against daughters, fathers against sons. All of that is in the word of God. And he talks about it. You can look it up for yourself. He didn't come to bring peace. So everything that you're seeing today is actually the word coming into fruition. It's actually showing up as it said. So as you're seeing people come against you and doing things like this, watching you, be mindful that you can't trust everybody. You can't trust everybody. Sometimes you have to dismiss yourself from the people who are around you, trying to get you to tell them what you're about to do, where you're going, what you're going to do, what your business plans are. They want to know because they ready to report back to the enemy without even knowing it. They going to go back to Sue, your cousin, talking about, did you know that the chosen was about to do this? Did you know that? Okay, so Sue already got a demon and she over there talking about, oh yeah, I'm glad you told me that. Okay, because I'm about to tell everybody. That's somebody that's reporting for the enemy. See, it's just, like I said, it's just like a war. It's just like a war. It's just we are warriors. But it's the same thing. They have to report back to their people to let them know what you about to do so they can come against that. And see, you may have been wondering why your life has been hard. Because these individuals are going back to report back to the enemy on your behalf to stop you from what you're doing. The stagnancy ain't got nothing to do with you, but it got everything to do with what you're telling them. You telling people the wrong stuff. We have to learn how to move in silence and get ourselves away from these individuals. That's why Jesus moved away from the Pharisees. And he went to warn the disciples, listen, they trying to do some stuff. Hey, they over here plotting up against us. They doing some things we ain't even know they was gonna do. Let me let y'all know what's up. See, he coming to tell them, and that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to be going out to tell our people. And it ain't gonna always be people in your family. Your family ain't the people that's gonna be standing on the front line with you in this war. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be them. I'm gonna tell you that now. So those that you are connected to, when it comes to this spiritual world, God wants you to connect to them and let them know, warn them that these people are out here plotting. They coming against you. They trying to attack you. So we gotta do what we gotta do to get this light back into this world. We gotta get the light back in the world. He says, if my people who are called by my name will just humble themselves and pray. The people that's called by his name ain't gonna always be your people. I'm telling you, they're not gonna always be the people in your family, your best friend, the people you work with. They're gonna be people you don't even know. That's why it's important to use this social media to your advantage. You got to use it. I'm telling you, because it's the people that you're going to meet up with that God is going to connect you to. Is going to let you know, listen, watch out for that one. The prophets are letting you know. We're here to let you know what it is and what it ain't. Because I'm telling y'all, this world is a cruel world. I'm telling you. What they say, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I'm telling you. Everybody trying to eat. Everybody. And if you're not trying to get connected to the people that God is connecting you to, you ain't gonna make it. You got to connect to the people that God has connected you to. Most of us know that. Because it's not, I'm telling you, we done been through so much where we seen where people all around us, connected to us, are not the ones we supposed to be telling stuff to. That's why we say move in silence. You can't tell everybody everything. Because they actually have monitoring spirits. We all have a monitoring spirit. There's a spirit around us listening now. I hope they're getting saved. I hope God is blessing their soul to move towards him. But see, those that have a monitoring spirit that is going back to report to the enemy, I'm just saying, those are the ones that's trying to stop you from what you're doing. I always tell you guys, they can't stop you, block you, break you, or shake you. But it's only as if you're moving. It's only when you're moving in God's plan. When you're moving in his purpose. When you're listening to him. When you're doing what he asked you to do. It's not when you're going to yap and run your mouth to everybody and their mama. Because now you're telling the wrong stuff. You got to connect the right way. And so everybody that you connected to don't supposed to be knowing everything. They not supposed to know everything about you. They not. Move in silence, baby. Don't tell them. I don't care what it is. If you getting ready to go back to school, don't tell nobody. They find out, that's fine. But you ain't got to be the first one. I wouldn't be the first one to tell them. Because you going to be the reason why they find out and they go back and try to report to the enemy to stop you. Then you're going to be blaming yourself. Move in silence. God going to move people out your life no matter what. But listen, it's always something around that's listening. It's always someone around listening to go report back to the enemy's camp. To stop what you're doing. To block your life. But we can move up. We can always prosper when we do what the Most High is telling us to do. We have to keep our ears open to him and only him. When you start getting those thoughts like crazy thoughts, you got to cast those things down. Cast down those vain imaginations, because that's what it is. And even dreams, the enemy can try to sabotage your dreams to make you think that that dream was from God. You rebuke that dream, baby. Rebuke it, rebuke it. I'm just saying, you got to rebuke those things that the enemy is trying to send towards you. You can't let everybody speak over your life. That's why David said for himself, I encourage myself in the Lord. Myself. You got to encourage yourself, because people ain't going to be there. And see, what I realized was when I lost my son, people were there in the beginning. They were there for the funeral. They were there for all of that. And I'm so thankful for it. But everybody got to go back to their life. People got to go back to their regular life. They not going to always be there. So you got to learn how to encourage yourself. How you think I'm still here sitting here talking to you? Because I encourage myself in God, in the Lord. You got to encourage yourself, baby. You can't sit here and let people be the reason why you stop. Because that's what the enemy wants. He wants you to get discouraged because you feel like everybody else done left you out. They ain't talking to you no more. They done with you. They ain't done. They just busy with their life because they got a lot of stuff going on too. They going through some things too. They stressed out too. They depressed too. See, some people can be so depressed and stressed out that they feel like they done lost somebody. I'm just saying. It feels like death. It really can. And we be thinking just because baby, God won't put more on us than we can bear. I'm just saying. So everything I done went through, he ain't put everything I done went through. When the enemy came against me. When they took my son away from me. Well, I ain't going to say they took him away. I ain't going to give him that credit because God has everything already pre-planned. Okay? I ain't giving him that credit. That's on period. But when it happened, I could have easily said, listen, it's over with. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do that because I got a purpose to move out. The same way I had to move him into God and get him to get close to God is the same purpose I got to do for everybody that God sends towards me. I may have to speak into somebody else's life. I may have to do other things. But he ain't going to put more on us than we can bear. I'm just saying. I'm here telling you as a woman of God that he ain't going to put more on you than you can bear. You got it. You got this. Because you got grace. You have God all around you. I don't care if things around your place where you live, your home, wherever your workplace, your job, wherever you go, may be in chaos. It may be in total chaos. But God will give you the peace that you need to keep going. You have to keep going. You can't let these fools stop you. And you sure can't be sitting there wondering why they left or why they ghosted you. Because they got stuff going on too. They life ain't right either. They life been messed up. Everything. I don't care who you watch on this app. Who you listen to. Everybody got something that they going through. They can hide it all they want to. Because I used to do it all the time. But I'd rather be frank with you. And let you know what it is and what it ain't. But I'm here to tell you the truth will set you free. It'll piss you off in the beginning, but the truth will set you free. There are some things that we do in our life that causes things to take place. We don't know what it is. But everybody has done something. There are people out here doing things to get rid of people. There are people out here doing things to make $1. And they hurting other people. They ain't going nowhere yet because God is still trying to have grace. God is still having mercy on their life. God is still giving them mercy. So we not finna quit just because somebody ain't there for us. We not finna quit. But the one thing I do know is that we do have to move ourselves out the way from around them so they won't be able to tell the next person, the enemy, going back to report to the enemy what we doing. That's one thing we can do. And you do have to keep on the full armor of God. That's one thing for sure. You have to keep on his armor. You got to let it be known. I put on the full armor of God and I came here. Because we wrestle not. Y'all think it's a game. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. But against principalities in the wicked places. I'm telling y'all, it's stuff that we don't see that's there. Like I told y'all earlier, I hope if they listening that they getting saved. They gonna listen. They gonna be there. But God is there too, and he's way more powerful. And I have the confidence that I know that he's way more powerful. Because like I told you guys, I couldn't be doing this without God. I couldn't go on without him. But I'm here. I'm still here. And I'm still standing. Regardless of what happens. Because your enemies get pissed. When I tell you, them Pharisees was pissed with Yeshua. They was pissed off because they knew that everything he did was succeeding. People were actually praising Jesus for the things that he was doing. Even though he was going against the grain because of the authorities. They was pissed off. You have to keep going. It don't matter what it don't matter. You have to keep going. You can't let what people doing and all of this stuff that's going on to stop you from praising God, stop you from moving in God's plan, stop you. You can't let them stop you from helping other people. Because I'm still going to be here to help. I'm still here to bless y'all. Because that's what I'm called to do. Regardless of what I'm doing. I'm here to bless y'all. That's what I came here to do, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Because God is good. He's really good. He's great. He's better than great. He is. And like I said, I stand on all 10 toes when it comes to that. He is. He the only way. You keep putting yourself out there with these fools that's telling you all these lies, you ain't going to be able to stand on all 10 toes. But you got to understand that when you connected to God, it's a whole different ball game. We built different. See, when you was out there in them streets, they was holding it down. But I guarantee you, once you start coming to God, it's a whole different thing. They going to act different with you. They ain't going to stand on all 10 toes for you. But see, God, he ain't going to change up on you. The video that I put out earlier, God ain't switching on you. He ain't going to switch up on you like everybody else will. He ain't going to switch up. Because when you lock down with God, ain't no switching up. He ain't finna switch up. He like, I know you got me. I know you here. So I'm about to bless you even more. So just know that when you continue to walk it out with him, he going to bless you even the more. He going to stand on all 10 toes. And he ain't turning back. He ain't going to turn his back on you like them. He ain't going to sit and lay and wait and watch you fall. He going to lift you up. That's what I love about this ministry, y'all. That's what I love about God. Because we can all go into the spiritual aspects of things, but it ain't nothing like having somebody there for you to hold you up. Because these people will fall on you. They will turn their backs on you. And they will get everybody and their mama to try to turn their backs on you just like they did with Jesus. Because everybody else, once he got on that cross, it was like everybody got quiet. Everybody turned around saying, Y'all seen how Peter was. Baby, Peter was like, I don't know that man. I don't know him. People would switch up, and Peter loved him. Baby, Peter loved Jesus. And he turned around and said, I don't know that man. Because he was scared. But see, we ain't never scared. We got to keep on going. Ain't no switching up. Ain't no switching up. Like I said, you got to dismiss yourself from these fools and don't let them know your every move. Bars, okay? All right, guys. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. And let everybody know that the Diva has arrived again. Period. All right. Love y'all.